There's a cartoon on the front, which is the value add that I bring to all of my clients. My brother sent me this years ago. At the time, I was more of an avid golfer than I am now, but I certainly had, even though I was a lousy golfer, I certainly could give everybody an opinion on how they can improve their game. So I'm that guy in the golf cart coming around the bend, and this was actually published in the newspaper, and my brother sent it to me and said, how did they know? So I'm that guy that gives you the expert opinion all the time. One way to introduce what I do is just simply recount for you a conversation I had with a lady last Saturday. She's the former CEO of, or CFO of one of my clients who moved on to a medical type startup company that did about $2.5 million in business its first year, which is pretty good. They do medical lab testing and stuff like that, where they test, they look for the DNA, I guess, of blood samples, and they go to an appropriate cancer treatment that comes from that. I looked at their financials and said, what do you think of these? And when I looked at them, we found that the financial statements were prepared on the tax basis of accounting. So if you're in a tax basis of accounting, it simply sort of jives with your tax return or the cash basis. So when you have a cash basis of accounting, you don't know if you owe anybody any money, particularly any accounts payable, vacation accruals, that kind of stuff. You don't know if you have inventories or should have. You don't know what your contracts receivable are. And your property and equipment could be grossly understated because you probably took advantage of the very liberal depreciation rules that they have for tax purposes. So when you look at a financial statement like that, the question is, well, where am I? You can't tell. How did we do? You don't know. So those are the kinds of things that I can come in and give you my expert opinion on and how to fix that and get you into a full accrual financial statement, full disclosure, so that people know what you're going to do, where you are. And that's important if you ever merge your company with somebody else, someone else to buy your company. They can't tell from your financials how you're doing. So that's that. Bottom of the page, or the second page there, talks about my early background. I did graduate from college and all that kind of stuff. My initial experience was with PricewaterhouseCoopers, which those of you who are accounting snobs, those are the number one CPA firm in the United States, the fifth largest privately held business organization in the United States. So it's a giant company, and I didn't help them to do that. But I worked there for a while. But they have hundreds of thousands of employees, but that's where I got my early training. I also worked in manufacturing with Rockwell International and Coast Catamaran. I was a controller there for a year back in the 70s. And they made those Bobby sailboats. I worked with Bobby Alter in the surfing industry, which probably accounts for a little bit of my personality today. You know, I'm a surfer. I sort of admired those folks and their sort of laid back kind of stuff. You know, so that carries forward when I conduct myself. And so I'm sort of not imperturbable. So in real estate, I work with Adco Community Developers, which is a developer of Miguel, Occidental Land, which is a subsidiary of Occidental Petroleum, who acquired a company that developed Lake Forest, and also worked with Leadership Housing and developed a lot of apartment communities. Humorously, I start out the page by saying, and I borrowed this from Prairie Home Companion, and then characterized myself, one still searching for the answers to life's persistent questions, right? So that's Guy Moore, probably didn't know that before, but it's also me, so that's it. So the three principal services I offer are enumerated at the top. An overview of what I do with both my accounting, auditing, or tax compliance is a client acceptance of my approach. As I mentioned, the profit reduction is important that I meet with people early or mid-year or something like that, so they get to know me and I get to know them, whether I accept them or they accept me. If the guy's a criminal, I don't want to necessarily be involved with them. I have tax clients who I do their tax returns, but I would never do a financial statement for them. Criminal. So I work with those people, but I only go so far.
I'm right here.
So as part of especially in the auditing area, our engagement, we do an interim risk assessment, documentation, overall strategy about how we're going to do it at the end of the year, and we have our year-end compliance work. For those of you who are not accountants, I'm not going to explain here to explain accountants today, just sort of give you the process of what I go through. When you hire me, you get this continuous proactive involvement, and they're enumerated there, monitor changes. Most importantly, in today's economy, there are disruptive technologies that come on board that can put your client out of business, the internet and all that. So you have to be sort of dial into that and advise your clients as you go along. How can they expand markets? I do all that stuff on an advisory. You get that for free. You get my advice for free. But when I do your tax return, your financial statement, I do charge for that. Technology overview. Those of you who've been in my office, you'll see the 3 monitors at each of the workstations. And I have a big investment in that. You can't tell by looking because it's all in the cloud, right? Big in Minnesota or Big Harbor, Washington. But I have all my clients have electronic file cabinets and all their stuff is available to them 24/7. Training, even though it's just me, for the most part, I do have staff that helps me with my auditing work. One of the things that's unique, not unique about me, I don't want to blow my own horn too much, but you want to exceed statutory continuing education requirements and train for higher level assignments. Higher level assignments for me would be SEC work. Even though I'm older, yeah, I'll do that one day. So I may. But I could train for that. I'm licensed to do that, but I just haven't done that yet. So I maintain your CPA license. Every CPA has to do 80 hours every 2 years. I do 160 every 2 years, mostly because of the government work that I do requires extra work to do that. Quality of life, I always, as Carlos can attest, hopefully, I try and stay healthy.
Yes.
Be active and do good is a simple rule of life, which I explain to my daughters over and over again. That's all you have to do. Do those 2 things and you work out okay. In summation, my firm has successfully completed hundreds of financial statement audits over the last 30 plus years, in addition to the accounting and tax engagements, and we talked about that. At the end here, we just have some stuff that any of us could put down, but these are sort of the rules of the road. There is a difference. Of course, we're all different, and we're all making an impression on people in a positive way. But working with me is a smart decision. I list all those things. And lastly, the last one of those things I think is sort of critical. I've been around for a while, and I'm a business person too. So when I walk into a business, I can relate. I have the same problems. I got to pay bills. I got to do all that stuff. I got to pay taxes. So we're in the same boat together. We're fellow travelers. So that's it. Anybody have any questions on it? That's it.
Well, I want to give a testimonial of mine. Last December, we were calling, sent you a couple and clients of mine, and it was a rush situation, and needed their tax, their CPA, they weren't happy with, and he's a music director, retired music director from UCLA, and his wife still works a nonprofit, so I'm hoping that you get referrals from her for that type of work you're looking for. But I must say you did a wonderful job with them. They were pleased with you, and thank you, because they had a huge amount of tax situations that you've managed with.
It's very sad. So that's the way it is. So yes, my clients sort of love me because most of them have been with you forever. So when they leave, it's because they have to. So. They left the planet, so yeah, I have those relationships, and I get a lot of testimonials from clients. And the wife will call me and says, Art looks forward to meeting you every year. It's the best day of his life. He can sit and chats with me because we talk about everything but taxes. We talk about all the other stuff, and I think that Robin shares that experience as well. Accountants, unlike attorneys who see their clients once in a lifetime or once every whatever bad times or what have you, we see our clients year after year after year. And after 30 years, you've seen that guy a lot. I do the children of some of my clients too. So I do generations of people. Yeah. Anybody else?